Hello guys, how you doing? Welcome back to Goals Galore. Welcome to yet another live stream on the channel. In this one, it's a massive game in Group L, isn't it? For this one, it's England versus Croatia, and of course, England looking to bring it home this year at long last after 60 years of hurt it is this year. And of course, in this one, they host Croatia. And in the last few World Cups, there's been a little bit of a battle between England and Croatia. Let's see who wins tonight's battle. Surely whoever wins this game will top Group L. And of course, we expect both sides to reach the knockouts. If you're going to enjoy the stream, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe as always. Let me know in the chat your score prediction. England versus Croatia, a highly anticipated game. Of course, this evening, a side playing who are expected to win the World Cup. Fans bring the demand. That's Portugal. They drew 1-1 to Congo earlier on. But tonight we have got England versus Croatia for you. And loads of games ongoing. But this is the last full day of match day 1 in the World Cup. It's gone pretty quick. But match week 2 beginning tomorrow, which means we will have our predictions out tomorrow for match week 2 of the World Cup. Good evening, everyone. We've got Scrinton in here. See a draw for England tonight. I don't think a draw would be that bad for both of these sides. Also, they're playing in Dallas tonight, and just look at that stadium behind me. That is absolutely incredible stadium. And can you imagine having these in the UK? That'd be mental. Scrinton 2's in here. Jembo's in here, and Jembo's gone for an England win 2-0 this evening. And Scrinton gone with definitely not an England win tonight. We'll see about that. We'll see. Welcome in Honeygun as well. How are we doing, mate? Good to have you in here. And good evening, everyone. Absolutely. They're just going through the national anthems, and we will be ready to go. So let's quickly have a look at the starting 11. So both sides, we're going to begin with England. For England then tonight. In goal, it's no surprise. It's Jordan Pickford of Everton. And for England, he just reaches new levels, doesn't he? A fantastic goalkeeper, and yeah, no real competition over that one. At right back, it's Reece James. I'm pretty sure he was injured in Qatar World Cup, but he starts tonight for England, and probably their best right back at the moment. At right centre back, it's Ezri Konsa at Aston Villa. Another nailed on spot, I think, with John Stones, which is interesting. I was expecting to see Mark Guéhi starting, but not in this one. And then left back, it's Nico O'Reilly, which is a very solid pick. I think the back four is pretty much nailed on, apart from Guéhi. I thought it would have started, but that's not been the case. Into midfield, where England are absolutely stacked. We've got Declan Rice playing as the 6, Anderson as the 8, and Bellingham as the 10, which is probably England's strongest midfield, but they've got so much quality and talent in them positions as well. The likes of Henderson, could be Menu, also on the bench for that position tonight. Now, the wings are probably England's weakest position going into the World Cup. We've got Anthony Gordon on the left, who somehow just got to move to Barcelona. He's starting, and Noni Madueke on the right. So there's a lot of pace for Thomas Tuchel on both sides for England tonight. And on the bench for them positions, we've got the likes of Morgan Rogers, Bukayo Saka, Rashford. I'm surprised Saka's not starting on the right, but even with Arsenal this season, he's not been amazing to that title-winning side. And up top, there's no debate. It had to be Harry Kane for England this evening, who's had the season of his life out in Germany after winning loads of trophies with Bayern Munich. And the visitors, well, everyone's a visitor in the World Cup, aren't they? But it's Croatia's lineup next to go through. Livakovic in goal, solid goalkeeper. They've gone with a 3-back, including Satalo of Ajax, Vuskovic of Hamburger, and Gvardiol of Man City. So Gvardiol and O'Reilly battling out in the defences for both sides. And into midfield, then we've got Luka Modric captaining Croatia, the Swans, co-owner as well. Susic, Perisic as well, with another World Cup appearance. Stanisic on the right, Palisic and Baturina supporting Musa for Croatia this evening. And on the bench, some familiar names to go through. Eva Panda, of course. Won Croatia with Hull City. Who else have we got on this bench for Croatia? We've got Mateo Kovacic as well, of course. And we'll leave it there for names as we're about ready to kick off here in Dallas for this one. If you're going to enjoy, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe as well. Welcome in Daniela, welcome in Natasha Lise and Josh as well. At a beer garden currently, love that for you, Josh. Hopefully you enjoy it, mate. Hopefully reason to get lots of drinks down you as well. Can't be tuning in. Train return from Bath. No worries at all, Daniela. Hopefully you enjoy your train ride, and thank you very much for joining to say hello. And safe travels to you as well. We'll get through the rest of the chat in a second, but I just need to start the timer because we are ready here for England to begin their World Cup campaign against Croatia in Dallas. Is it going to be a World Cup to remember for both of these sides? Who will go further? And will one of them go all the way and make fans' dreams a reality? It's going to be Declan Rice to begin for this one. Kicking from left to right of England in the all white. Croatia all in blue for this one. And Declan Rice just waiting for the whistle and the countdown to finish before we get underway. And there we go. We are rolling. England are underway. England are up and running as well. And the World Cup is underway for both of these countries who have high expectations going into it. England, with all the talent in that squad, all the build-up, they will be expected to go a long, long way this summer. Let's see if they can, though. Because in previous tournaments, we all know about England not delivering as expected. Welcome in Natasha Lise as well. Hope you're doing well. Saka's struggling a little bit. Right. Understandable then. But yeah, Saka for me seems like on his day, he is one of the best wingers, isn't he? And for England to have the weakest position on the pitch, their wingers, and Saka not starting, that's what it was a bit concerning, really, from my view. But no, that is understandable. Thank you very much for the information there, Honeygun. And hopefully everyone's had a fantastic week, of course, midway through today. But the World Cup action keeps on going. England brought the back here, back to Pickford. High press, yeah, from Musa. I expect that's why he has started for Croatia. He's got the legs, got the pace to cause England trouble at the back. O'Reilly to Stones. England under a little bit of early pressure. But playing through it with confidence. O'Reilly went to clear it down the line and pick back up. And that's going to go for early corner to Croatia. What are England doing in the opening stages? I do not know. But they've fallen under the pressure. And Croatia get an early corner kick here. Welcome in, Luke. How are you doing, mate? Yeah, feeling much better, mate. Took a few days off and feeling much better. Still got a bit of a tickly throat, but, you know, much better than I was the other day. That wasn't great, was it? But we still got through the stream. Right, corner kick here for Croatia. An early goal potentially. Let's wait and see. Perisic to deliver. Left-footed in swinger from the far side. In it goes. Floated in. So the back post is a clear connection. He lost his marker. Satalo up from the back. But couldn't make it count. And England with a nervy start here over Nico O'Reilly's head. And Satalo had all the time in the world at the back post to pick his spot. In the end, he's picked out fan he didn't like in the crowd and tried to hit them instead. Still 0-0, but entertaining start to this one. And England feeling the pressure early as it stands here in Dallas. Well, let me know in the chat as well. Is anyone collecting the Panini stickers? I found in Co-op they've got some like multi-packs going. So I'm just gutted that Wales didn't qualify because how sick would that be? But still going to collect them, of course. It's a little excuse. Something to do across the World Cup. And England picked up possession again. Perisic to the byline. Cross into the box is picked up by Declan Rice on defensive duties. And he gets that one away. But England haven't started well here at all. We're expecting the tempo to be high. The possession to also be high. But so far, Croatia started the better of the two sides here. If anyone has any weird predictions in terms of, like, not weird, but like golden glove, golden boot as well. Any predictions? Of course, Messi scored a hat-trick last night for Argentina. Will Kane be able to match that tonight? Unlikely, but after the season he's had with Bayern Munich, never say never. On the online app, got you. Yeah, I tried the online app, but you're limited to like 4 packs a day to open, which I thought, it's taking away the fun a little bit, isn't it? Here's Noni Madueke, picks the ball up, finding Kane. Kane, of course, as we know, likes to drop in and receive and then play forward and make them runs into the box himself. He's basically an attacking midfielder, isn't he, Harry Kane? He does everything. His passing is second to none as well. Let's see how he adapts under Thomas Tuchel. Croatia long ball forward, and it's a big action there for Jordan Pickford to come rushing out of his goal. All in orange in that England goalkeeper kit. Quite nice as well, to be fair. And England looking for possession early on. Here's Concert. Finds Declan Rice. Can England now start to get going? It's been a tricky opening 5 minutes. This game going quite slow already. But England looking to build forward. Reece James there. And just nothing clicking together for England in the opening stages. They're losing possession quite easily, aren't they? Le Congo for Kylian Mbappe. Especially if he starts against Iraq. Yeah, I thought... I didn't think France were that good yesterday, though. I thought they were really slow on the ball. And those are the types of comments we usually make of England, don't we? You know, under Southgate, England lacked that intensity on the ball until they went a goal down and out to chase the game. So under Thomas Tuchel, it will be interesting to see if England can just have that intensity from the get-go. Has that come down again? It has. There we go. Just about able to reach. Perfect height. Throw in for Croatia. Gvardiol to take. We all know his capabilities. Plays, of course, in the English Premier League with Man City. Didn't win a Premier League title this year, but no doubt next year they'll be in the conversation yet again. Messi is second choice. Yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting race for the Golden Boot. I think Kane will be in there. When you look at the games against Panama, I think England could definitely score a few in that one. And then getting out the group, of course. So, really, how many goals are going to win the Golden Boot? 5 or 6, really? 7? Maybe 8? I'm not sure, because Messi's already scored 3. Mbappe's already got 2. But in 22, wasn't it Mbappe with 6 or 8 goals and won the Golden Boot? So, I'm not too sure. And he did score a hat-trick in Qatar, didn't he, Mbappe? To go along with it. So, it's not going to be a huge tally. But then you consider the World Cup, you have to play, 8 games to get to the final and win that? So, really, it's not that many games to get that many goals, is it? So, it's going to be close, but I think there's a lot of contenders. But I'd definitely say Kane's in there, Messi, Mbappe. I don't think Ronaldo will get anywhere near it. And England winning the ball in midfield, out to the right-hand side. Here's Noni Madueke on the right. Looks to cut back inside, does indeed, and finds James, but that cross is poor. Anthony Gordon wins it in the box, and on the turn, it's deflected out for an England corner. I must need to get my glasses changed, because that's Kane, not Gordon. I thought Gordon went with the slick back hair. Seeing as he's John Barcelona, he's gone all out as well. But no, that was indeed Harry Kane. Quite a few England fans inside here in Dallas, but not as many as we expected. For the amount the stadium holds, England have barely got any fans in here. Same with Croatia. A lot of tickets just been given out to general, which is poor to see, really. We should be prioritising the sides playing and the fans. Here's Declan Rice for the corner. In it goes. Good delivery. Still alive in there. Madueke wins contact, wins the penalty. Penalty England. We'll need another look on this one. And it looks like it's Luka Modric who brings him down. Noni Madueke wins the penalty for England. Let's have another look. Yep. Clever from Noni Madueke. He's not the most experienced, but you don't have to be to go down under that situation. And really, you shouldn't be going down for that. But at the World Cup, obviously you're going to go down for it, and the ref has to make a decision once you go down. So clear one, and yeah, he's got to give a pen, and he has. And here we go then. Harry Kane's get up and running for England. Harry Kane and England. He's had a great year out in the Bundesliga in Germany with Bayern Munich. He's come across to the USA, starting the tournament with Dallas and against Croatia. Kane versus Livakovic. Kane, number 9 for England, on his back. But he's doing it for the badge on the front. Kane steps up. And it's saved! Croatia and Livakovic wins that battle. Modric bailed out from the mistake. And Harry Kane, he hasn't felt the pressure all season, but he's feeling it now. And there will be a review in case the keeper stepped off his line before it was taken, which is going to be gutting for Croatia. Oh, he's a penalty check. He's going to have to retake it, isn't he? Oh, man. 10 minutes in. That's the excitement of the World Cup and football. And now he's going to have another chance. Livakovic. Yeah. You've got to have both feet on the line. He's only got one. It's going to be retaken, isn't it? Livakovic saved the first one. But we're going for round 2 between Harry Kane and Livakovic. And Kane does not miss twice, does he? Never give Harry Kane a second opportunity. But now, does he go same side? Does he switch it up? He took ages settling the ball on the spot, going up to take it. He took absolutely ages on the first one. And Livakovic playing all the mind games, not even in his goal. He's gone to sip some water. Kane puts the ball on the spot. So, second round of Kane versus Livakovic for the retake. England have a lifeline. Kane has a lifeline. Is it time for 1-0 England? It is indeed. Kane goes in the exact same position. And it's a bit gutting really, isn't it? Because obviously the first one, with a great moment with the save. And now they get the retake. And he scores. Of course he scores, but that's the excitement of football, you know. It's a bit gutting that they have to keep checking it, and you know, it takes the fun away from it sometimes. Obviously, England fans aren't gonna say that because they won a lot, and a good penalty from Harry Kane. He should have scored the first one really, but second time he doesn't miss twice, does he, Harry Kane? A player as good as him, and England do lead 1-0 here in Dallas, but the excitement there got taken out of it. And I like the idea of VAR, be able to check things, but I think they're just too fussy over simple things, you know. But in the end, that's the rules, and England do lead 1-0 here. Great pen from Kane the second time. Yeah, first one wasn't great, was it? You know, wasn't really in the corner. Good level for the goalkeeper as well. And it's 1-0 England here. But I'm sure you get what I mean. That, you know, obviously we like VAR for some things. But that's one of the things I don't like it for. But, you know, they're following the rules and what they've been told. So it just takes excitement out of the game, doesn't it? But 1-0 England here. England fans will not care. They're the side winning. And currently top of Group L. But there's a long way to go. And Croatia, of course, have been the better side in this game so far. And England, with a clever bit of play from Noni Madueke to win the penalty. And then Kane steps up and converts. Yeah, fair play Kane, very lucky, says Lurkon. And Honey going to agree and saying great pen. Like Livakovic. Yeah, Livakovic, great goalkeeper. Big fan of Livakovic. And did well to save the first one. Goes the right way. Second time, of course, is all the mind games. Do you go the same way? Kane was thinking the same. And in the end, it was Kane that went the same way as he did first time round. Just a better penalty right in the corner. Croatia builds in the play up now from the back. Into midfield it goes on that right hand side. England with a sea of white. Backpedaling into the box it goes though for Croatia. And a big challenge in the end. I think it's Jude Bellingham who's come back on defensive duties. And has it gone for a corner? I think it has. Reece James, well, Musa skipped past him. And Bellingham put a big tackle in to deny a clear shot on goal from Croatia. And instead it's going to be a corner kick for Croatia. 14.5 minutes played. And I think they've overturned the decision of a corner. Which of course is what VAR is there for. So it hit Bellingham and then come off Musa's leg. So VAR being put to use for the first time I can recall for overturning the awards of a corner. And now Madueke is free on the right. Madueke into the box he goes. Big block there. Madueke, really good feet. Probably takes too long to get a shot away. I mean, a great ball. It's Harry Kane, the goal scorer. Gets the ball into the right hand side. Madueke's got Gvardiol to beat. Gets past him, but narrows the angle and takes ages. At that point, it probably would have been best passing it along. But in the end, England went a corner. And at 1-0 there, the extra risks you can afford to take. While you've got a lead and a cushion. And England are going to try double their lead here from the corner. Rice to take. Right footed, in it goes. Heads go up. Edge of the box. Anderson's shot blocked as well. And in the end, England going to recycle play. All the way back to Pickford this time. Out to the right hand side. Lurkon, let me know your thoughts on Elliot Anderson and England as well. Doesn't look like he will be staying at Forest for next season. I think Man City are the side heavily linked, aren't they? But £120 million being floated around. Is he better than Declan Rice? Because that's what the price would suggest. And I'm not sure. But if you're Forest, I think you take 120 mil for him. Ball with John Stones in England at the halfway line. Ezri Konsa all the way back to Pickford. And England just going to try now and get some control on this game. Very fortunate with the retake, but of course rules have been followed and well, not for Croatia. And now the ball with Croatia at the back. So we have played 17 minutes here in Dallas. If you're enjoying the stream, be sure to drop a like as well. Let's aim for 20 likes. And thank you everyone for joining here this evening. Let us know your thoughts. Souttar with a long ball forward, but it's going only as far as John Pickford. In between the posts of England. And you look at this England side as well, which is on screen now on the left-hand side, and you wonder how many of them names are going to be in the World Cup in 4 years' time in 2030. I don't know Kane, to be honest. I think if England were to win it, I don't think Kane would be there. But if England don't win it, which, you know, 1 in 30, 48 chance, it's, yeah, the odds are against every side, of course. So it's not looking like Kane will win it this year, but England have got a very good squad. Of course, everyone else on the list will probably be there. Maybe not Pickford as well, and Stones out the starting 11. I think all the other players in there will be there in 2030. England now have got sort of that settled group of players with the odd few interchangeable ones like Foden, Palmer, who somehow haven't made it to the World Cup, which is kind of crazy. James, long ball over the top, searching for Madueke, but that time too much on the pass, and Livakovic gets on the end of it. Lurkon says, Anson 100% much better than Rice. Hope Anson plays well. Short window. Get more from. Yeah, if he has a good group, get him. I think we're still live. It did seem to go off there. I think we are still live. Well, on my screen, it just went off there. We should still be live, though. First Wi-Fi glitch of the World Cup, I think. Yeah, let me know in the chat if everything's all... If we are still live. I'm pretty sure we are. My timer on screen has restarted. Not your screen, my screen. But I think we are still live. 1-0 England. And they've been gifted possession here as I say that. And Declan Rice brought down in midfield. Referee waves away that claim of a foul. And Anderson puts a tackle in. And this time there will be a free kick. This time against England and Anderson. Arsene Wenger, John Terry in attendance shirt. Of course, we're at rival clubs in their time, Chelsea and Arsenal. But both had great successes with their respective clubs. And John Terry, of course, a big part of England as well, when he played for the national side. Ball on the left-hand side here for Croatia. Shut down by Reece James and deflected on to Harry Kane. And now Bellingham skips away from his man. England on the counter. They're outnumbered here, but Bellingham's got Madueke the other side. Bellingham's going to go alone, and he runs into a blue wall and dispossessed as well. The audio's gone. Let me try listen on my phone. Oh, it has. Right, is that better? That should be a bit better, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Do let me know if you can hear me now. Oh, what's going on? I need to unplug it and plug it back in. Right, there we go. You should be able to hear me now. Fingers crossed. I don't know what's happened there. Just waiting for my stream to catch up on my phone. Hopefully you can all hear me. It shouldn't have done that. Is my phone... No, I don't think you can. What has gone on here? Oh, man. If I was to mute it and mute. Well, I've got it on my phone and I cannot hear anything. On my phone I've got the volume quite high and I cannot hear anything. Ah, why is it always going to mess up? Oh, it's back on. Okay. I've got it on my phone, I still can't hear myself on it. But hopefully you guys can hear me. Let me turn my phone off and turn it back on. Oh, you can hear me now. Awesome, you can hear me back in. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I think the Wi-Fi went off for like a split second. So, on Streamlabs, the timer's restarted, but it still says we're live. But it has cut the audio, which is... I don't get why it's done that. So, as long as you can all hear me now, that is good, of course. Is that too quiet? Is it usual as it was? Welcome in, Rad Dad. How we doing, mate? Good to see you in here again. Thank you very much. Come on, England, says Rad Dad. Well, we'll agree to disagree. if we're calling Croatia England for the night. Come on, Luka Modric. No, all jokes aside, best luck to England in the World Cup. And we're at the first hydration break of the game at the moment. Yeah, well, someone just let me know again that the audio is actually okay. Hopefully it's all sorted itself. The stream was doing well until that had to mess up, so apologies about that, guys. Yeah, good goal as well. It sounds crisp. Awesome. That's what we like to see and hear. Cheers for that, honey gun. Yeah, a bit gutting that. A bit gutting. They had to mess up, but no, we're back now, and the hydration break just taking place. I tell you what, these are killing the World Cup, though, aren't they? You know, we're just getting to a really good flow of the game, and then, you know, bang, hydration break. We are literally playing in quarters, of course, American for all their games and their sports, and they've had a big influence on this now. Of course, it's for the weather. The weather, the heat, and all that, and humidity in the US. But I mean, some games people are saying it's not even that warm. I mean, some stadiums as well, you can close the roof, you can have the aircon on. So I just think you need to only apply the hydration breaks if it meets certain standards and not for all games. Of course, they've confirmed it will be for all games, but you're taking a big part of the game away. You know, the momentum, the swing of the game. The best example I can think of is Curacao versus Germany. Curacao had the momentum after just scoring, hydration break, and then of course Germany reset, go again, and that's unfortunate, really. Anderson hat-trick, says Rad Dad. Well, I don't know about a hat-trick, but maybe a 30-yard thunderbolt. Maybe. We won't say no to that. It's muted for look on again. Oh, this stream, man. We don't stream for days and this is what happens. For me, on my phone, it's still okay. Yeah, it's still on for me. I don't know if you can hear that. This one's out of my control, this one. Ball on the far side here for Croatia. We're back underway after the hydration break. Ball in midfield with Luka Modric. Gvardiol out to the left. Perisic getting involved in the build-up. Croatia being patient in their approach. Gvardiol once again. England allowing Croatia with the ball at the back. With them back three. All the way back to Livakovic. I tell you what, England very organised off the ball. Sticking with their man. Everyone knows their role off the ball. And Thomas Tuchel has got them organised, of course. Tuchel himself has a really good track record of doing well with clubs. I don't think he's ever had an international job apart from England, has he? Of course, Chelsea went in, won the Champions League there. He just wins trophies. And that's Paul there from Kane in midfield, who was coming back to play his usual role. And in the end, they've committed a foul on the edge of the box. And it's going to be a free kick to England. Harry Kane there, not like him. He come back, had loads of time. And the pass from O'Reilly wasn't great, to be fair to him. But Anderson draws the foul on the edge of the tee. Oh, awesome look on. Awesome. You had me thinking it was my mic again, but fingers crossed, not on this occasion. Here's Stones. Out to Nico O'Reilly. Had a fantastic season with Man City and now at the World Cup. And I don't think he's older than me, to be honest. How old is Nico O'Reilly? Let's have a look. He can't be that much older than me, if at all. Might even be the same age, which is crazy. People my age now at the World Cup. He's 21, so he's a year older than me. But still, that is crazy. 21 and at the World Cup. Of course, there is younger players at the World Cup. And that is just mental, isn't it? That player from Morocco, Boadi, he's 18 and at the World Cup. That is mental. Croatia on the attack here on the left-hand side. Perisic, he's got Reece James to beat. Perisic going a long way round, and Reece James doing well there to not show him the inside route. Out to the right-hand side it goes now for Croatia. Changing the point of attack. They've got Gordon to beat. Beats him. Ball into the centre. Flick through and away there by Ezri Konsa. Only as far as Luka Modric. And Croatia will try again on the half-hour mark. England sitting quite deep now. Croatia trying to find them pockets in between. Gvardiol keeps the ball moving. Croatia just a little slow on the ball. Need to move it a little bit faster if they want to get through the gaps of England here. They're just being patient. Out to the left it goes again. Perisic moved inside. Back across to the right hand side. Gvardiol again. And Croatia gone back to the halfway. And England sitting in a good shape and pinched by Gordon. Loose touch from Satalo it was, which invited Gordon, and now Kane able to move through the gears. Out to the right for Madueke. White shirts in the centre. What a ball that is! And Bellingham arriving. Wasn't able to get on the end of it. But I think it's gone out for a corner. A few appeals there for a penalty. But that would be a very harsh one against Croatia. And it's Madueke again, who is the centre of these England attacks. Like and subscribe, of course. Thank you very much for that, Scrinton. Hope this game livens up. Yeah, it has been a little bit flat, but England just trying to manage the game, aren't they? Manage the occasion. First game, a lot of expectation on them. The football's not been that entertaining, has it? And Croatia trying to get back into it. And I do think there is a goal in it here for Croatia. It's just if England have a second or not in their ranks, which I think they do. Madueke's been their focal point, if you like, on that right hand side. Not seen much of Gordon on the left, and good play from Bellingham. Bellingham's looking okay. Let us know in the chat any players you are impressed by so far in this one. Obviously Rice and Anderson I think are running the show at the moment. They're looking really good. Free kick, England on the left hand side. Rice takes it quickly. Finds Gordon. First time Gordon has the ball in the 1v1, he's dispossessed. I do wonder why Barcelona went for Anthony Gordon. It's such a strange move, isn't it? Yeah, Elliot Anderson's doing well, isn't he, with Rice. It's crazy to think he was at Bristol Rovers not that long ago, getting them promoted out of League 2 into League 1. Climbed up through the leagues, and here he is at the World Cup and about to get a massive move to Man City. Anyone seen the Dutch fans party? And I always love seeing them fans at these tournaments. Yeah, of course, doing their classic song. Where they go left to right, left to right. Yeah, brilliant, isn't it? Always good fun to see the Dutch fans having a good time. Lurkon says Gordon's rubbish. Rio should have got the call. Engabo got a bright future ahead, hasn't he? I'm not sure if anyone else has seen, but apparently Jeremy Frimpong is considering switching nationalities to England. To English, because he believes he's got a better chance of making the national team. Let me know in the chat what you think about that. Ball into the box there for Croatia. Away by Bellingham, but not clear. Gvardiol picked up the pieces, but good recovery from Madueke. Here's Bellingham. England over halfway. Madueke Powering in on the box. Madueke got time to pick his pass. Stops. Finds James. Edge of the box here for England. Floats it in towards the back post. Kane was there. But Croatia are on the end of the ball. Out on the left now. Rice. Elliot Anderson. Back across it goes. Reece James once again. Madueke. Reece James makes an inverted run to the byline. Good ball in and away from Kane again. Satalo getting that interception in. Look on says, don't want for him on England. I don't know if he does start. I'm not sure. If you play him as a winger, I think he does. As a full-back, though. Nah, I don't think so. I remember, what was it 2018 to 2022? England were ridiculously stacked at right back. With the likes of Kyle Walker, Reece James. Who else was there? There was loads. Kieran Trippier. There's about five right backs who would generally start. I think he's a good right back or winger. I think he's better as a winger in my opinion. He's got good pace, but he's just had an awful year at Liverpool, hasn't he? I would have thought he'd have more of a chance in the Netherlands team, to be fair. Yeah, I'm surprised he's not gone to the World Cup as well, because I do think he is a quality player, but bit bizarre because England are stacked in almost every position, but apart from the wings, really, when you're looking at it, it's just the wingers that England are really lacking. And maybe a top defender. You've got Riley, Reece James, Konsa and Stones. It doesn't really spark much, in my opinion. All good players in their own right. And it's 1-1 Croatia. What a goal. That might even be goal of the tournament already. I didn't think it was going to come from anything. But my word, it has. And Croatia are level. 36 minutes played. And I think it was Baturina, wasn't it? Number 16. Wow. Everyone was just looking at Jordan Pickford's glove, waiting for the ball to hit it. But no, Baturina with, honestly, that could be goal of the tournament. Laid off to him. It's not as good as it looks. It does hit Pickford's glove, and it makes it look better with Pickford's deflection. Not as good as it originally looked from the other angle. But nevertheless, a fantastic goal, and Croatia level here. Croatia fans going crazy in Dallas. And we've got a big game on our hands. We did say the next goal is massive. And Croatia have gone and got it. Pickford fuming. But from the right hand side, laid back and Baturina with a fantastic finish in the end. And Croatia are level here in Dallas. Belgium really missed a trick. We're not calling up Mika Götze. I'm not going to lie, I've never heard of him. And I don't know if I'm being stupid there. But I don't think I've heard Mika Götze. So then, this sets up lovely for the second half, doesn't it? 8 minutes to go in the first half, plus probably about 4 for the water break and other stoppages. But honestly, second half at 1-1 could be really, really interesting, because I think both of these sides will want the win to, obviously they're favourites to the group, aren't they? I think England just about more favourites than Croatia, but both of these sides are the top two predicted by most people for this group. But wow, what a goal that was. I think Pickford will be a little bit frustrated with himself. I thought he could have done better. He's a wicked little winger. Next, Hazard, I think so. Right. We'll be talking about him, no doubt, in the 2030 World Cup. Mika Götze. And we'll come back to this very moment in the stream from then, 4 years ago. Elliot Anderson net. Gives away the free kick to Baturina. Great goal. Very clean strike, got the power behind it, which of course beats Pickford. But yeah, I do think Pickford would be a bit gutted that he's not saved that, to be fair. He got a glove to it, just wasn't strong enough to keep the ball out. But Croatia here to compete, and they have done that so far. Also, be sure to stay tuned for the halftime quiz during the interval as well. We've got quite a few questions for you for England, Croatia. So a lot to get through in the break. Ball on the right hand side here with Croatia. Lucky to double their tally and go ahead in the game. Modric. Of course, give away the penalty, but so calm under pressure. What could be his potentially last World Cup, I'm not too sure. Whenever we think it's someone's last World Cup, they just keep going and going and going. But the likes of Messi and Ronaldo, surely they can't go any longer than this one. If Ronaldo was to go any longer, he'd be 45 at the next World Cup. I mean, I don't see it happening, but it is Ronaldo who... It's like a 20-year-old, really, with his capabilities. Ball with England, 40 minutes played. Rice finds Concert, back to Pickford. Croatia staying organised, letting England have time on the ball at the back. Elliot Anderson, ball over the top for Noni Madueke to get through again. I tell you what, his pace is causing Croatia problems on, well, their left-hand side of the fence. Vukasovic has to come back and cover. But corner England now. I think Kane's got one more and I hope so. How old is Kane now? What, 33 maybe? 32. Oh, right. 36, Harry Kane. I don't see him being a starter, that's for sure. I don't think he's starting the World Cup games at 36 for England. I don't know. Maybe he is, I'm not sure. I do think though if England win it this year, then he goes and retires from international football after the next Euros. Rice, and it goes header, it's 2-1 England! A fantastic header, and it's the man we were talking about, Harry Kane. He's taken it personally, because he's doubled England's tally and put them back in front. Harry Kane with a top-class header into the back of the Croatian net for the second time. He's Mr. Reliable. He's Mr. England. Harry Kane watched it all the way and into the bottom left-hand corner it goes. He is in the form of his life. And England are back in front before the break here. What a goal that was, to be fair. A fantastic header from Harry Kane. And that is why he is one of the best in the world. And certainly one of the best in the business. The future of England strikers aren't convincing. Look on Drinkster. England needed that, not being our best performance. No, it's not, is it? You know, take Kane's penalty and that header away from it. You know, not really done much. Great header, says Raddad. It was indeed, wasn't it? Unmarked, coming in through the crowd. And a great header into the bottom left-hand corner. Yeah, Kane is really pulling his weight, isn't he, in this one? That's a fantastic header. And unlucky if anyone's not got him in their World Cup fantasy team. Big mistake if you haven't. Declan Rice with the assist on that one as well. So Declan Rice is up and running with his goal contributions as well. Jembo ecstatic with the header from Kane as well. Can they hold on till the break? We'll have a few minutes added on. Probably 4 or 5 now with the 3 goals. Well, Gvardiol looked like gifted England the ball up front there, but recovered well after the deflection off Madueke. Livakovic on the pool. 2-1 up. England playing crap. Work that one out. It's Harry Kane, isn't he? So good. And it's typical England, really, isn't it? They're not. When they're good, they don't get what they deserve, and when they're not that good, they, don't get what they deserve. But that's football, isn't it? You got to take your chances. I mean, you've got probably the best striker in the world, Harry Kane. You're gonna take your chances, aren't you? I do think Harry Kane is the best striker in the world at the moment. Maybe you've got Haaland. Haaland, you think of the best strikers in the world. Haaland's the only one that comes close. Free kick given to England, and this is going to be a very good position for maybe even Kane's first half hat trick. Bellingham, the man fouled. Just looking at the angle, this might be Harry Kane territory. Now looking at it again, it's quite central, but Harry Kane, the first man in the queue. Will it be a first half hat trick for Captain Kane, Mr. England? No, he's walking away. So Rice over it. 5 added on to the end of the first 45, by the way, people. 5 added on to the end of the first half. I thought Bellingham's been poor. Yeah, he was okay for about a 15-minute spell. Well, 10, 15 minutes. Close to 10, really. Madueke and Reece James standing over it. I forgot about Reece James, of course. Trent's another player that missed out of England. There's so many. Yeah, Bellingham, not his greatest game, but I don't think he's been the worst player on the pitch for England. So, who's it going to be? The right of Reece James, I think it will be, yep. Or the left of Madueke. From a central position. Reece James. Poor. There's a big blue wall. Went to the right of it, and there was even more Croatian players waiting to get in the way. I was swapping between them, so I've left them on for about 10 minutes each. So at half time I'll switch it back to the England team. 46.5 minutes played here in Dallas. England leads, but still time for Croatia, and on the left hand side with Perisic, they can be dangerous. Perisic going for a new design as well. He's got one arm uncovered with his skins, one arm covered. I don't know what that is about. Gvardiol into midfield. England sitting deep, trying to hold the lead through to half time at least. Modric out to left. That wasn't a great pass, but recovered well by Gvardiol. Still 3 minutes of the first half to go. Yeah, Madueke's been, apart from Kane with 2 goals, I think Madueke's been the second best player for England so far. I think Declan Rice and Anderson have a big call in that debate, but I think Kane's definitely been the best with his goals. The second one's really impressive. Gets lucky with the penalty, doesn't he? To retake it. Rice and Anderson have been good. And then Madueke's been the focal point on the right hand side. Everything's come through him, really. Haven't really seen the ball go through Gordon at all. He's not really been utilised. Forgot Modric had shares in Swansea. Yeah, Modric, Snoop Dogg, Martha Stewart, all of them. All of them. Only Kane is outstanding at the moment. I think Rice and Elliot Anderson in midfield for England have been good. So final minute of the first half then. Pickford goes long from the goal kick. Croatia into midfield with Gvardiol. Finds Modric. Clear foul on Modric there. Free kick, Croatia. Kane not happy there with that one. Gvardiol into midfield. Perisic on the left-hand side. Can Croatia level before the break? Modric again. They're quite slow on the ball though, aren't they, Croatia? Much like what we have to complain about with England. Croatia are doing the same, aren't they? They don't have that intensity. On the left-hand side now, Baturina, the man who got Croatia's only goal so far. Final few seconds of the first half. Chipped over the top. Oh, what a goal this could be. And it is! It's 2-2. What a goal that was. Musa with the finish. And it's 2-2. England cannot hold on until the break. And Musa into the back of the net. What a goal that was. Flicked over the top. Is he onside? Oh, I don't think he is. It's close between him and Concert. He flicks it across and Musa's running in onto the ball. Is he onside? That's the big question. Time for the technology. Perisic header down to Musa. Unmarked on his way into the box. And he gets Croatia level. What a game we have here. Will it stand though? It has. He's onside. And that is it for the first half. What an end to it. Half time. And it's England 2, Croatia 2. Croatia levelled on the stroke of half time. Wow. Wow. What a half that is. Right. I'm quickly going for 2 seconds. I have the quiz ready for me. So stay in the chat. I'll literally be 2 seconds. Enjoy some music while we wait. Right, what a half of football that was in the first half between England and Croatia. It is 2-2 as it stands. We're at the half-time break, and that means, of course, the half-time quiz. But what a end to the first half. Of course, going back through that first half, England with the penalty with Harry Kane, and it was a clear penalty, clever by Noni Madueke, brought down by Luka Modric, and England get the penalty. Kane misses the first one, but of course Livakovic was off his line with one foot, so has to be a retake. And of course, Kane doesn't miss twice, not from the spot anyway, and puts England ahead. England then, threatened a little bit, but nothing too clear cut. They had the Bellingham chance, but didn't get on the end of it as well, which is close as England come to a second at that point. And then Baturina of a fantastic finish for Croatia. Pickford not had much to do in the first half, and he couldn't keep that one out. Then, of course, England straight away, really, with Harry Kane from the corner, able to put England back in front with a header from a corner. Brilliant, top class from Harry Kane. And then just before the break, Croatia, with a ball over the top to Perisic, who made a lovely run in behind, headed down, and there is Musa to smash home into Jordan Pickford's goal and to level the game 2-2. What a half of football that was. Right, now we've got the halftime quiz, so be sure to get involved. Question number 1 of the halftime quiz. We have got: who did England beat in their first game at the 2006 World Cup? A. Trinidad and Tobago. B. Paraguay. C. Ecuador. So, number 1. Who did England beat in their first game at the 2006 World Cup? Was it A. Trinidad and Tobago, B. Paraguay, or C. Ecuador? Get your answers in the chat. A, B, or C for that one. Let me just catch up with the chat. Is Modric retiring after the World Cup? If not, a year at Swansea. Fingers crossed a year at Swansea, mate. Fingers crossed. That would be the dream, wouldn't it? Can you imagine? Madueke splits opinions. I think so. Seem people a bit frustrated with him. First half, he's done well. Started the game, win the penalty. Looks lovely. I think Madueke's been one of England's best players in the first half, apart from Kane. Kane obviously gets credit with the goals. It's the hardest thing to do in football. But I think with how much England have relied on him on the first half, really good from Madueke. I don't think there's much to complain about. Maybe his decision making in front of goal, but he's not an out-and-out winger that scores loads of goals, is he? He's more of a provider. Brilliant goal. Best yet. England lost all confidence. Start the plane. Shocking offensively should have been Guéhi, Maguire as the centre-back, says Lurkwan. That's a big talking point as well. Of course, Guéhi's on the bench, but Maguire misses out completely. Everyone in the quiz has gone for B. So, who did England beat in their first game at the 2006 World Cup? It was indeed Paraguay, so well done if you said Paraguay, option B. Question 2. How many appearances have Croatia made in the World Cup? A, 7, B, 8, D, 2, or C, 2, or D, 5. So, A is option 7, B is option 8, C is option 2, D is option 5. For how many appearances have Croatia made in the World Cup? Got confused then, as you probably could tell. Be a half-time in this one. There's been some shock results so far. Of course, Congo keeping Portugal to a draw in that one. Portugal just didn't look like they could break them down. Yesterday, good game between France and Senegal. Norway beat Iraq. Iran, New Zealand was a fantastic game. If you stayed up for that one. Saudi Arabia, Uruguay, just the same. Spain, Cape Verde. Spain unable to get past Cape Verde. If you missed that one. And I'm just going through the last few days where we haven't done any streams. 7-1 Germany over Curacao. And Netherlands, Japan was a good game. 2-2 there. And Scotland did in fact beat Haiti. And Australia beating Turkey is quite a big shock as well. And there we go. That's everything round up since the last stream we did. We've got Ghana, Paraguay at midnight, and Uzbekistan, Colombia as well in the early hours of tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow's games are Czechia, South Africa for Match Week 2, which gets underway. So the predictions will be up by, well, definitely by 4 p.m. UK time for everyone to get a chance to get their predictions in. So by 4 o'clock tomorrow, the predictions will be up for Match Week 2. Question 2 then. How many appearances have Croatia made in the World Cup? It was indeed option A. 7 appearances at the World Cup for Croatia going into this one. No one able to get that one correct, unfortunately. Question 3. Who beat England in their first game of the 2014 World Cup? A. Uruguay, B. Costa Rica, or C. Italy? So question 3. Who beat England in their first game at the 2014 World Cup? A. Uruguay, B. Costa Rica, C. Italy? Of course, 2014, that was the first World Cup that I really watched much of in Brazil. Also, the offside for, well, the onside decision for Croatia's goal, literally millimetres. Not even joking, that is ridiculously close. Be a 2014, what a World Cup that was. Yeah, plenty of memories of that one. I'm sure most people around my age as well that have been everyone's first World Cup that they remember. I was alive obviously for 2006 World Cup, but only like 2-3 months old. And in 2010, I was only 4, so I wouldn't really remember much. But they all look good, but 2014 was the one that I had the best memories from. 2018 was okay, no Wales though, which is gutting. 22 Qatar didn't feel right. So the only, in my lifetime that I can remember, the only World Cup that's felt like a World Cup has been 2014, to be honest, with Brazil. I'll stop waffling and get on with the quiz. Question 3, thank you everyone for getting your answers in. And everyone got this one right. Who beat England in their first game at the 2014 World Cup? If you said Italy, C, which all of you did, you've got that one correct. Question 4, in what year did Croatia come second place in the World Cup? A. 2010, B. 2018, C. 2014, or D. 2022? So question 4, in what year did Croatia come second place in the World Cup? A. 2010, B. 2018, C. 2014, D. 2022 as well. I'm sure England fans will get this one right and remember it, unfortunately. Honeygun, missed 2014, weren't really much into football back then. That's fair enough. That is fair enough. But 2014, it was the best. I'm gutted for you, Honeygun, that you missed 2014. That was honestly so good. What a time to be alive. When was Wales last in World Cup? 2022. And there's a question relating to that coming up, I'm pretty sure. If we can get through them. B, and C. And indeed it was. England fans getting this one right. In what year did Croatia come second place in the World Cup? It was indeed 2018, where in the semi-final they beat England in the World Cup in Russia that year. And the match ball for that is quite nostalgic. I don't know, it's quite a nice match ball in 2018 for World Cup. Question number 5. Who did England put 6 goals past in their game at Qatar in 2022? A. Wales, B. Iran, C. Senegal. So question number 5. Who did England put 6 goals past in their game at Qatar in 2022? A. Wales, B. Iran, C. Senegal. Yeah, gotta watch the World Cup with your dad growing up. That's the way to do it. Got to be done. All the information gets passed down. Got to be done. Right, I'm not sure how many more minutes we have until the second. I think about maybe 3 to 5 more minutes. So another question or 2 or 3. C, B, B. And of course, the answer to this one, who did England put 6 goals past in their game at Qatar in 2022 was indeed B, Iran. And Iran they beat Wales out the group, didn't they, in 22, which is gutting. With a red card, Wayne Hennessy, that one. Wales were awful in 22 in the World Cup, weren't they? Question number 6. In 1998, Croatia's David Suka won what award? So no options for this one. You're just going to remember back to 1998. In 1998, Croatia's David Suka won what award? So one of the prestigious prizes a player can win at the end of a tournament. That is the clue for you. But which award was it in 1998? Croatia have had some brilliant players through the years, haven't they? Some fantastic players. I'm just quickly looking what the next stream I could do is going to be. Can't do any tomorrow, unfortunately. And then we've got Friday. Scotland, Morocco, Friday night. We'll have to do that one. Scotland, Morocco. We missed the last Scotland game. And before that, USA, Australia. We might have to do 2 on Friday night, you know. As it stands, we'll do 2 on Friday night. USA, Australia 8 and Scotland, Morocco at 11. I'm so excited to do a Scotland game. So, have to be Friday. Saturday, can't do the evening games, unfortunately. What are the early morning Sunday games? Ecuador, Curacao, Tunisia, Japan. I'm not staying up to 5 AM to watch Tunisia, Japan. I'll probably watch it, but definitely not on a live stream. We'll have to do 1 5 AM just for a laugh. Not using Google. I couldn't tell Scrinton, to be honest. Golden boot. Golden boot. Everyone's gone golden boot. And it is indeed the golden boot that David Suka won in 1998. I made it quite easy to know when I said individual awards. Question 7. Who did Harry Kane score last minute winner against in Russia in 2018? A. Tunisia, B. Belgium, C. Sweden. So who did Harry Kane score last minute winner against in Russia in 2018? A. Tunisia, B. Belgium, C. Sweden. And we're doing some half-time interviews here. England assistant manager doing an interview. Be sure to get your answers in for question 7. We've got 3 more to go after that if we can fit it in the time. I'm looking at, is there any good 5 AM? I need the best 5 AM game possible. It can't be a rubbish one because we'll end up falling asleep. We can't have that. Spain, it's 5 PM. 6 PM, 2 AM, 4 AM. Jordan, Algeria. I don't think many are going to stay up to watch that. Sweden and Hannigan. Luke on gone for A, and it is indeed A. It was Tunisia that Kane scored a last minute goal against in Russia in 2018. Question 8. Croatia versus England is match number what of the 2026 World Cup? Number 22 is option A, 21 is option B, game number 20 option C, or game number 23 is option D. So Croatia versus England is match number what of the 2026 World Cup? A 22, B 21, C 20, D 23. The World Cup has had a lot of games already, but how many and what number game is this of the tournament? If you've got wall charts, you can probably cheat on this one. I'm still searching for a good game. Egypt around at 4 AM in the coming weeks. And New Zealand, Belgium 4 AM. I don't think it's going to be any group games, group stage games. Jordan, Argentina. Yeah, it just doesn't sound that good, does it? But by the time these games come around, we will stay up for them. You know, I stayed up for Iran, New Zealand. I don't think many people stayed up for that one. And that was a brilliant game a few days ago. Takeaway always open until 4 AM. Just Eat will deliver. Yeah, I'm sure they will. It'll have to be done. Surely it have to be done. So, glad everyone's got their answers in. Croatia vs England is match number what of the 2026 World Cup? If you said A22, you are correct. So well done, Lurkon, on that one. Right, 2 more questions to get through before the start of the second half. Question number 9. Which Croatia player has won the Ballon d'Or award? Here we go, guys. I'm expecting everyone to get this one. Which Croatia player has won the Ballon d'Or? Co-owner of Swansea. Come on. There's not many more clues I can give you than that. Played a big part in the first half today for Croatia. You should all be getting this one. I've mentioned his name loads and loads. The second half is about to begin with the players getting back out onto the pitch. So we'll have time to read you the last question as well, which England fans will know. It was indeed Luka Modric. And question 10, just before the second half. What year did England win the World Cup? I don't think we need the options for this one. What year did England win the World Cup? Let me know in the chat. And they're hoping to end the years of hurt this year in the USA. Right, we're about ready then for the second half year in Dallas. England, Croatia. The first half did not disappoint. It was indeed goals galore in the first half. Much more in the second half, please, from Croatia and England. Let's see it. Croatia getting us underway, kicking from left to right in the second 45. No changes at the break, as far as I'm aware of. And the ball is rolling. We are underway for the second 45. In what has been a fantastic game so far. But England, usually under Southgate, quite solid defensively. So far under Tuchel, not as solid. It's been quite an even game here so far. 60 years of hurt, 66. And it was indeed 1966. Thank you everyone for the halftime quiz. Hopefully it helped pass the time. And ready for the second half now in this one between England and Croatia. Thank you very much for joining in the halftime quiz, everyone. Goes a long way. No one likes halftime really. It's always quite boring. But not here on Goals Galore. Ball out to the left hand side. We might have to do a late stream in the coming weeks. Just because why not? It would be quite fun to do, I think. Or a 24-hour World Cup day where we just watch all the games in the evening and early morning. 24-hour stream. That might be too much, to be fair. I don't think I could stay awake for 24 hours with the World Cup, especially if England are playing one of them games. So boring. Ball over the top on the right hand side there for England. And with an early chance in the second half, throw on goal, and it's in! England! No messing around, and it's the man with the hype, Jude Bellingham. And the 5th goal in this game. England go ahead for the 3rd time in this matchup. It's Jude Bellingham with the goal from the right hand side, cruising down on goal, and Bellingham delivers the finish. From the back, Reece James inside, Elliot Anderson with a fantastic ball over the top. Bellingham picks it up on the right hand side, sort of walks into the box, not much pace on him, but in the end it opens up and he just passes it past Livakovic into the bottom left hand corner. I mean, that is some finish. And he's sort of done what Ozil did in 2014. He's hit it into the floor to get that bounce, and in the end the bounce has carried it over Livakovic's foot. So clever. What a finish. But more importantly, what a pass from Elliot Anderson. That will not get enough credit. The pass from Elliot Anderson in the build-up. That is unbelievable. And of course, Lurkwan picks up on that as well. The pass from Anderson. Unbelievable. And England, for the 3rd time in this one, leads. And they're in again here. Bellingham again. And it's a good save this time from Livakovic, who gets down low quickly to deny England a 4th goal in this one. What a game this is. Poor clearance from the back with Livakovic. One back in midfield in England with the confident Bellingham unleashing a shot, but straight at Livakovic. But it's a corner England as they keep the pressure up here in the States. Rice to deliver. One arm in the air. What's the signal here? In it goes. In swinger. Floated in towards the back post. Header. Just wide. But you were waiting for the back of the net to ripple. Nico O'Reilly it is. He's scored goals in big games. He scored for Man City in the Carabao Cup final against Arsenal back in March. And he should have scored for England there. His first World Cup goal. It should be 4-2. And Lurkwan says, add another 20 mil to his value. No doubt by the end of the World Cup, that will at least an extra 10. I reckon he'll go for about 125, 130 mil. Or 120 with a big sell-on fee. And although England are winning, Thomas Tuchel not happy on the side of the pitch though. Throw in to Croatia. Gvardiol to take. Bellingham didn't do too much in the first half. But in the second half he's already made quite a big impact with that goal. So we are 50 minutes into the game here in Dallas. England lead for the third time in the match. Croatia looking to come from behind for the third time and equalise. Anderson to go PSG. Can you imagine? Anderson, Neves and Vitinha. What a midfield that would be. And Croatia coming forward here. Knocked off the ball and they win a free kick. Baturina, the man brought down to win the free kick for Croatia. And England are going to hold quite a high line, I think. Modric standing over the ball for Croatia. One of the world's best, Modric, to deliver here for Croatia. Right-footed. England hold their line, edge of the D. In it goes, floated in away by Kane. Helped on its way, and Bellingham finds Gordon. Madueke was on his way, but the pass wasn't to an England teammate. Instead, it was to a Croatian player. Perisic on the right-hand side goes back. England applying the pressure, but Croatia able to get through. Nico O'Reilly finds Rice. England will come forward this time. Rice goes alone. That is a brilliant save from Livakovic, who's having to keep Croatia in this game. England are flowing now. And really, I don't know how they haven't got their fourth goal in this one. Well, if Croatia end up getting anything from this game, we'll look back at these moments and think, wow, it was Livakovic who've kept them in it. A corner England. Livakovic there having to make plenty of saves. The 31-year-old, of course, at Zagreb. So corner England from the far side. Declan Rice to take. Right footed. Outswinger yet again. The white shirts await the delivery. In it goes. Away at the front post from Gvardiol. Back out to Rice. It's fired at him. Rice. Into the box. The way this time once again. This time Perisic puts it out for another corner to England. I wish we get... I really wish we got Musiala and Lise now. Yeah, Musiala and Lise. Imagine them for England. The wings will be sorted, wouldn't they? Madueke, pass it along. Here's Anderson. Elliot Anderson. Sprays the ball back out to the right. Here is Declan Rice. Free kick going the way of England. Modric with the foul there. We just need another spark in this second half. As we say, next goal is huge. If England get a fourth, I think they see the game out. I don't think Croatia scored two more. But I did say I don't think Croatia would score two at all. And look where we are now. So it's actually not a free kick. It's a free kick the way of Croatia instead. Goal kick. Taken by Livakovic. England back in possession though on the left hand side with O'Reilly. Back to Pickford. All in orange this evening. Pickford. Plenty of time on the ball. Out to the left for Nico O'Reilly. Back to Stones, inviting the pressure from Croatia. Pickford finds Concert. Concert to Bellingham. Reece James now, plenty of space in midfield. And that's where Kane wants to be on the ball. Kane flying forward now with England. Out to the right. Madueke. And away by Croatia, out for a corner kick to England yet again. Good attack there. Started with Harry Kane. Out from the back from England though. And yeah, that would have been really nice if it resulted in a goal. Declan Rice going across for the corner, and England fans in the stands are dancing, enjoying their World Cup journey so far. Hope Bellingham can start putting some chances on the plate. Yeah, first half he didn't do too much. What he did do was okay. Second half he's got the goal, which would of course boost him a lot. But on the ball, apart from that, he's not really done much. Here's Rice for the corner. Floated in, header! Off the bar, still alive in there. England cannot get it over the line. Livakovic really is turning into Croatia's hero if they can get something here. Ball back in again, it goes all the way through. Another corner. I'm going to have to see a closer replay of this. Ball in. Nico O'Reilly yet again with the header. Livakovic, great save. Gordon followed in with a header. Gordon's done nothing all game. Livakovic gets to it again. And then a big scramble which Croatia end up getting clear. But England proven to be a huge threat from these corner kicks and set pieces. And the referee here, in conversation with VAR, potentially to see if the corner should have been given or a penalty, but it will be a corner for England. And Declan Rice from the right hand side. In it goes. On top of Livakovic, but he gets a strong glove on that one and punches it clear. Out to the far side. Gordon will take the throw in quickly. Cross into the box is a deep one. Kane flicked it back into play. Really good play. Madueke finds Kane. Kane on the left. Shot. Saved by Livakovic. Kane goes again. Away by Livakovic again. It's a personal battle at the moment between England and Livakovic. And so far Livakovic standing tall. It goes in again. Croatia get it away again. Just about. But how have England not scored a 4-5? We'll never know. England dominating at the moment. But they've got to make this domination count. They are all over Croatia at the moment. And Livakovic pulling save after save after save out. What a keeper. And he will certainly be grabbing the attention of everybody at the moment who is watching this game. Mateo Kovacic is coming on for Luka Modric. 57 minutes played. Modric being withdrawn. He is, of course, I'm pretty sure on a yellow, isn't he? Well, I signed him after the last World Cup in a career mode. And since that point, I've been a massive fan of Livakovic after the 22 World Cup. Currently, highest rated players on the pitch: Kane, Bellingham, and Baturina. One's without a goal. Well, that's Rice and Madueke, and Perisic, highest rated at the moment on the pitch. Take from that what you wish. Yeah, great keeper Livakovic, and he's proven why he's Croatia's #1. Still half an hour of this match to go. And still England only lead by 1 goal as it stands. Which, to be fair, isn't great. Bellingham created a chance I didn't realise. Lurkon is absolutely ecstatic at the moment. Bellingham delivering for him. Ball out to the right hand side. Gvardiol wins that header. Up towards Musa it goes, but brought down by England. And Bellingham in particular. Bellingham pulling out the skills now. Full of confidence after that goal for England. And didn't he score the first goal at the Euros for England as well? Didn't he score their first goal? Here's Rice in midfield with Elliot Anderson. Stones, Rice. Pass to Nico O'Reilly isn't great, and gifting Croatia a throw in there. A bit of skill from Bellingham was incredible. And Thomas Tuchel's reaction says it all. So an hour played here in Dallas. Still 30 more to go. And still England leads by a goal to... Well, 3 goals to 2, but 1 goal cushion as it stands in this one. Throw in for Croatia, right in the corner of their own half. Anyone watching, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. Hopefully you're enjoying the game. What a stadium we're at here. And what a game we have been watching so far. 5 goals so far. And hopefully plenty more to come our way in the final half an hour of this match. Lurgal needs Julian Anderson to be fouled. Once Kovacic to create the shot. Bellingham, one more create. 2 bit saves. Alright, interesting little bet you've got going on there, mate. Flicked on by Berrettini, only as far as Ezri Konsa. Pickford under pressure. Finds Nico O'Reilly. Back to Stones. Stones able to get forward. And fouled by his man. So free kick England at the back. Perisic there with a clear foul on the Englishman, who's still at Man City after all these years. Did look like he was going to leave the Citizens this summer, with a big turnaround there going on at the Etihad. Here's Konsa, finds Elliot Anderson. James back to Konsa. Look, Honeygun says, still look a bit shaky defensively, which is my only concern going forward. We look really threatening. Yeah, I would agree with that. I'd second that. I'd only say that Gordon, I don't think's done much at all this game. You know, I feel like for the second game, I'm not sure, is it against Ghana or is it against Panama, your second game? Something tells me it's against Ghana. Oh no, I think Ghana was your last one, wasn't it? Let me find out. So, England games... next is Ghana. Tuesday 23rd. And then Panama Saturday 27th. We'll probably be live for all the England games throughout the tournament, to be honest. But as many as we can do as possible. Definitely the Ghana game we will be live for. But, yeah, I'd think Rashford probably start the next game on the left. Or at least Morgan Rogers. I think Madueke and Kane cement their place, as well as Bellingham in midfield. That looks pretty certain as it stands. And then looking at the back line, O'Reilly, I think he'll stay. Stones will stay. I'm not sure about Konsa. And James will stay, I think. But Guéhi will come in, I imagine, as well. But yeah, I don't know. They've not been as good defensively as they have been in previous tournaments. Under Southgate, maybe it's something to do with Tuchel, where going forward they're a bit more exposed on the counter. But thinking of the goals, no, they haven't really been counter-attacking goals from Croatia. One, he was allowed too much space in midfield and released a worldie of a shot. Second one, it's brilliant play and they've just picked through them. And they could get their third here on the right hand side of the box here, Croatia. Skipping through the challenges. They win a corner from it. Good play there from Croatia. I think Rashford should have started. I think he's the best winger we've brought. Yeah, I think Rashford is highly underrated in the last few years. Last couple of years he's been really underrated. But Rashford is absolutely brilliant. You know, he's fast, he's direct, and he knows where the back of the net is, which in a winger you don't really want much more. Really calm and composed on the ball as well. I think Rashford is heavily underutilised at the international level. I don't know why Gordon's starting, and he's still not been taken off as well, which is crazy to me. He's done nothing. Anderson there with a chop. Lovely bit of skill. And then gets chopped himself by Kovacic. Free kick, England. Anderson's done really well. You can see why the likes of Man City are looking at him, can't you? Yeah, he's done really well. So free kick England. Reece James takes. Reece James finds Noni Madueke. Bellingham on the ball, not the greatest touch, and forced back as a result of that poor touch. Out to the left hand side. Here's Stones. O'Reilly now. And now Gordon, first chance to make his stamp on the game. Gordon down the line. Yep, loses the ball. It has been a difficult game for Gordon to get into, but, you know, Gordon likes running at players. And he's not been able to do that well enough, has he? Apparently it did go out of place, so it is going to be a throw-in. And Croatia throw-in, but pause for a second because they're going to roll the dice here and make some changes. Pasalic coming on is one of the changes. Vukcevic and Musa, one of the goal scorers, off. Pasalic and Matanovic on. So it looks like they're going for a back four, Croatia. And they're looking here to put some pressure on England and get back into the game. As for England, Eberechi Eze just gone out to warm up for them as well. Some big moments ahead in this game for both sides. Here's Kane. Back to O'Reilly. Finds Konsa. I think Konsa's actually done pretty well, you know. I think he has been one of the underrated players. Konsa goes back to Pickford. Pickford under pressure. Pushed over. Wins a free kick for England. Final 24 minutes. I think England now are just going to try and bore it out. But we look at that, you know, 10-minute spell they had where they had a load of shots. Everyone had a shot basically on goal. Livakovic kept everyone out. That could be the difference between a point for England and all 3 points. Because obviously they didn't take their chance and Livakovic kept it out still. Which is fantastic, of course, for Croatia because they're still in the game by only a goal. Makes me sick seeing Eze called up, but more Gibbs White hasn't. I don't know. I think Gibbs White's a brilliant player, but I don't know if Eze's the man he should be replacing, to be fair. Looking at the rest of the squad, because I think I do think that Morgan Gibbs White's a bit more versatile. I am quite biased as well because obviously he played for Swans, and it's great to see players playing for Swans, playing for international sides, but you got Henderson in there, and I think he's been brought obviously for the experience. I don't know where else you put Gibbs White in. I don't think he's better than Rodgers. Yeah, I don't know. It's a difficult one. I don't know if Gibbs White, maybe Gordon, but Gordon's gone, of course, for his pace and attacking threat. Tough one. I don't think it's Eze he's meant to be replaced, to be honest. Ball over the top there for England towards Kane, flicked on towards Gordon. Gordon, shot blocked on the volley. Yeah, I think that just shows the strength that England have got, doesn't it? Yeah, Gibbs White, great player, but I don't know where he comes into this side. And England are going to make some changes as we go into the hydration break, the final hydration break of the game. England go to have some instructions as well, hydration, and some substitutions as well. I think Morgan Rodgers was one of the players coming on. Tuchel in conversation with Bellingham, so Bellingham will be staying on. Rodgers coming on. Surely Gordon's coming off, says Honeygun. You'd imagine so. I mean, I'm shocked that Gordon's last 70 minutes in this one. I mean, I found that absolutely crazy. Good evening, Daniela. Hopefully your train journey is going well. Wishing you safe travels, of course. Would have had him all over all the wingers, barring Rashford, and over Eze. That's interesting. That's interesting. But it is a really difficult squad to pick, to be fair. I don't know. We'll see if Tuchel's made the right decision, if England can win it, of course. Yeah, this one's been a great game so far. Of course, 20 minutes left to go. Rashford ready as well. Oh, you're home now. Awesome. Awesome stuff. Yeah, it's been a fantastic game, this one. Daniela. 5-goal thriller and potentially even more in the coming moments. So Rashford surely then would go on the left wing. Or is he going to switch both wings? Is he going to go Madueke off on the right, Rashford on the right, Gordon on the left for Gordon. Rodgers on the left for Gordon. I'm going crazy. I imagine that's what he might do if he's bringing both wingers on. So England have got 20 minutes to hold on. Tuchel finishing off the hydration break with a tactical meeting. It's basically what these are, aren't they? They're not really hydration breaks. They're just tactical meetings. It's basically splitting the game into quarters. I think Madueke might be coming off. Rashford's definitely coming on. Rodgers definitely coming on. And England fans in the stands are enjoying themselves. So these are going to be interesting to see who comes off for the subs. Croatia fans still enjoying themselves. They're in with a shout of getting something here. And is that Bukayo Saka as well coming on? So a triple change for England. So one thing we know for certain is that surely Anthony Gordon's going to come off. So number 4 off for Rodgers. So Declan Rice off for Morgan Rodgers. So maybe they're going with Bellingham swapping out with Rice. Anderson is of course going into a deeper role as well. And then having Rodgers. So instead of a 4-3-3 they're going for a 4-2-3-1. That suggests Madueke off and Gordon. So Saka on the right, Rashford on the left. There we go. Rice coming off is strange. Yeah, especially when you're trying to hold a game out. He's one of the best box-to-box midfielders as well. You know, he's brilliant in both boxes. So surprised, to be honest, Elliot Anderson stayed on ahead of Rice. But I think both of them have been absolutely superb today. But surprised it's Bellingham not coming off as well, instead of keeping Rice and Elliot Anderson on. Didn't see England going far, but looking at the other top dogs, I've been very disappointed. Brazil, Portugal. Yeah, Brazil didn't look good in that first half against Morocco, but second half then they started to put their dominance on the game. I think it was more of an experimental thing with Ancelotti. Of course, that was their hardest group game. Maybe it says a lot about Morocco in that group. And then Portugal, well, in the Euros they had the same problem, didn't they? Where they really struggled to break sides down. So that's just an issue carrying on from the Euros, I think, with Portugal. They've got one of the best midfields probably in the world, and they struggle to break sides down. Rice needs some rest after abused him throughout the season. Yeah, he played a lot of football, didn't he? Croatia on the ball in midfield. Out to the left hand side and loose touch picked up by Reece James of England. And England back with Pickford. Foot over the ball. Time to regain shape. Out to the right hand side it goes with James again. Rodgers getting his first touch of the game with England. Switching the play, Reece James, what a ball that is, but finds Rashford, does it? It does! Livakovic just about to recover as well. And he's saved Croatia on so many occasions this evening, Livakovic. And once again there, proving why he's Croatia's number 1. He's bailed out the right centre-back, number 2. for Croatia. Who is number 2? We will find out shortly. Number 2. Stanisic started at right wing back. According to FIFA, England ranked 4th, Croatia 11th. And it is proving the case in this one that England are doing slightly better, but quite an even game. I don't think we've seen the best of either side in this one. Let me know in the chat what you think. I don't think we have. I've played 55 games last season. That is an incredible amount. Fair play. Yeah, you never realise it, do you? You just think in the major tournaments, best players got to play the biggest games, don't they? Ball is on the right hand side now with Croatia. Croatia long ball forward, headed away by Stones. England failed to clear their lines though. And Croatia into the box they go. Blue shirts arriving. Big save from Pickford. Still alive. Edge of the box, and Rodgers on defensive duty, able to help out there. And long ball forward there for Croatia is easily collected by Jordan Pickford. I think it's Banchura again for Croatia. Left-footed shot, calling Pickford into action. First big save of the game Pickford's made. Fumbled the first Croatia goal. Second one went straight through him and denied a third goal there. Croatia. Here's John Stones. England trying to manage this game and see it out. This is where you need the experienced heads to stay calm, stay cool. Your likes of Stones. Of course, you've got the likes of Kane in there as well. It is quite a youthful side, but a lot of experience after the last few competitions. A long shot there from Croatia and into the gloves of Pickford, who collects it after a bit of pressure has been given from Croatia. Yeah, Pickford's not looked solid, has he? He did take a deflection, that shot, which took a lot of the power off it. Deflection of Stones. Yeah, let me know in the chat your thoughts. Pickford. He's usually England's best player every tournament, really. You know, apart from Kane and the obvious ones. I think Pickford usually is England's top 3, including Kane. Definitely top 3 every tournament of England's best players. But so far in this one, the opening 77 minutes of this World Cup, he's just not been that solid, has he? Croatia into the box again, and they're going to be knocking on the door until the end of this one. But offside given against them on the right hand side there. Of course, for England, you've got the likes of Dean Henderson, otherwise at Crystal Palace, who I think is going to be their future number 1. James Trafford in there as well, but I do think it'll be rude not to give Henderson a shot ahead of Trafford. Of course, Henderson, though, 29 now, and Trafford will be the future because of the age Trafford is. But it's a bit gutting to see so many good goalkeepers at England, and you don't really get to see them on the big stage. Like Dean Henderson, I think, is absolutely superb. So 12 minutes to go here. I love Dino, says Lurkon. Now, what a player. Baturina off. Kramaric, Vlasic on for Croatia. Final 12 minutes as they try and find a way to get a point, at least off England, in the group stage. Which leaves it wide open for the game later between Ghana and Panama. As it stands, though, it is England top in the group as it stands. Been a great servant, Pickford, the last few years, and still is a great player. Don't see him being England's number 1 the next World Cup, though. Yeah, I think he'll have his number 1 spot for the Euros, but something tells me the next Euros there'll be something big that happens, and midway through they'll change the goalkeeper to Trafford or to Henderson. Whether that's an injury or a howler from Pickford, something will happen, I think. But it won't be too bad, because he then would have held down the number 1 position for what? 10 years? Because 2016 was Hart's last one. Euros in France. That was Hart's last one, wasn't it? Because England got knocked out to Iceland. And then 18 was the World Cup in Russia. I'm pretty sure that's when Pickford started for England. And he's just held it down since, hasn't he? I missed that last change there. I think it's number 25 for England who come on, wasn't it? Jed Spence coming on. So have England gone to a 5-back, or has James gone into midfield? They are the questions being asked. Yeah, James gone in midfield. Yeah, he's gone into a defensive midfield role with Elliot Anderson. It looks like a 4-4-2. Rashford and Kane up top. Ball in the box there. Away by Pickford, only as far as the edge of the box. Shot over the bar. That would have been one for the ages if that flew into the top corner. Unfortunately, it hasn't. Which James going into midfield looks that way. As I say, yeah, maybe it's Rashford up top with. I'm trying to work this one out. So it looks like it's still a back four then. So Jed Spence goes in at right back. Rogers, Anderson, James is the DM. And then Rashford on the left, Saka on the right, and Kane up top. Yeah, I think it's that instead. I had to give me a minute to understand who was actually on the pitch still. But yeah, I think it's that. Of course, Reece James played as a central defensive midfielder for Wigan Athletic when he was out on loan there from Chelsea in his early days. I think we're going back to, what, 2018 now? 2019 when he was on loan at Wigan. It was the year just before COVID season. Or maybe halfway through. Spence is through! And it's a brilliant save from Livakovic. Still alive. Reece James. Out to Elliot Anderson on the left. Final 10 minutes of this one. Of the 90 anyway. Before additional time. Here's Anderson. Finds Rashford on the left. Rashford. Dispossessed. Croatia try to go forward. They're dispossessed, but they do end up winning a free kick in midfield. Or maybe Riley midfield. Not sure, but you can play midfield possibly. No, I do think you were right first time round. I'm pretty sure it is Reece James in that DM position, as he played for Wigan 8 years ago, 7-8 years ago. Riley, yeah, Riley's definitely left back. Because here he is now against the right winger. Ball over the top there for Croatia. Riley does really well. Rashford doing his defensive duties. Gets the ball forward. Satalo picks it up for Croatia. Finds Kovacic in midfield. Kovacic out to the right hand side now. Croatia, as we know, patient in their build-up. But when they strike a move, it can be venomous, especially against England. Gvardiol over the top for Perisic. Pickford, really unconvincing there. Gets the ball away, it's all that matters, but he does not look comfortable this evening for England, does he? Gets nowhere near it with his hands. I think he has to kick the ball away, doesn't he? Croatia on the right, going forward again. Gap starting to appear now. Trying to cross the ball across to Perisic. Saka on defensive duties wins that one. Kovacic in midfield. It opens up from shot into the gloves of Pickford. Quite a tame effort from Mateo Kovacic in the end. And it makes it easier there for Pickford to collect. Long ball forward there. Wins England a throw-in. As always, we're into the last few moments of the stream. So if you have enjoyed, please be sure to drop a like on it. It goes a long, long way. Concert. I think Concert's been quite good today, by the way. And Stones. I just don't think Pickford has done as well in goal. I think he's proven to be a little weakness there for England. Here's Saka on the right. Saka, Bellingham, Spence dancing through. Saka again. Opened up to Rashford to seal it for England. Rashford! He doesn't miss from there. And England are going to win their first game at the World Cup. 1 out of 1 from Thomas Tuchel. And it's Marcus Rashford with the goal. A fantastic evening for England, who take the while to get their 4th goal. But in the end they get it through Rashford. Brilliant play on the right hand side. And brilliant awareness throughout the attack. Saka with the assist. Picks the space. Rashford. Great positioning. Cuts inside. Chops. Opens up. Past Livakovic, who's not a million miles away from it, but cannot get on the end of it. And instead, from Rashford's right boot to the bottom right hand corner of the net here in Dallas, it's England heading top of the group tonight and looking to top the group, as this game looked the big factor. England go crazy. Rashford, he celebrates in style, and he gets England's 4th goal of the evening. No worries at all, Daniela. No worries at all. Big up Rashford, says Lurkon as well. Another change for England. John Stones being withdrawn for Mark Geehee for the final moments, but the job's done now. England have got the result they were hoping for. And of course goal difference will probably play a big part in 3rd place. Now you're looking at Ghana and Croatia for that 2nd and 3rd place. Which way round is it going to be? And of course whoever finishes in 3rd is not guaranteed to finish, get into the knockouts. You're looking at probably 3 points of a pretty good goal difference of around 2, maybe 1 you might get off. Let off with anyway. But Panama, can they be a big surprise? We'll find out later on. Their game kicks off with Ghana at midnight, so we'll definitely watch that one as well. Not live, by the way, not live. This is just such a strange World Cup. I would love to do more, but I gotta be realistic as well at the same time. So when will the next live stream be, you may ask? Well, as it stands, people, as it stands, the next watch along will be on Friday night, USA Australia, before Scotland and Morocco at 11. So a double header for you all on Friday night. Yeah, it looks to be that way, where it would be really interesting on Friday night. Love Rashford if he's available for cheap. I try take a punt on him. Yeah, of course, a lot's been made of Rashford after leaving Barcelona on loan. Of course, then they've got Liverpool and Man City, where a release clause isn't actually available to him from Man United, which is kind of crazy, to be fair. They can do that. My cat is trying to escape. Gibbs. Clever cat, opening the door there. Look forward to that. Awesome. Yeah, I haven't been feeling well the last few days. So we took a few days off streaming, as you'll notice. But hopefully everyone's been enjoying the question of the day on the YouTube short as well. Got an eye on you, Rankunda, says Lurkon. Yeah, I'm trying to do as many games as we can. USA, Australia, both sides winning their first game, and actually look pretty good. And Scotland, Morocco, I think will be really interesting. Of course, I wanted to do Scotland, Haiti, but instead we're going to do Scotland, Morocco. Canada, Qatar tomorrow at 11. I'm not free tomorrow, unfortunately, so I won't be doing any tomorrow. I'll watch all the games, so if you guys stay up to date as well, the next time we end up doing a stream, we can of course go back and look over the games. It's not like the Euros where they're all at midday, 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Oh, thank you, Danielle. I am feeling much better today, actually. I've still got a bit of a tickly throat, but that seems to be going. Back in the gym this week as well, which is good. So I am getting a little bit better. Just stayed out the sauna this week. Didn't want to get a chill from the sauna. I think that might have been where I picked it up from. Got a flu from the sauna, maybe. Because obviously, you cool down, have a shower after that, and then got to go out into the cold, back to the car. So it might have been in that transition. I don't really know. Could have picked it off anyone, really. So 90 minutes played, and we've got 6 added on to the end of the first 45. England 6 minutes away from victory here in Dallas. Quite possible. Yeah, possible I could have got it from anywhere, really. That's just my thinking and my conclusion to it, but it is what it is. Everyone gets ill. Just gutted it was for the first week of the World Cup, because I've had a lot planned, so I've had to postpone it. So within the next week, hopefully then videos start to come out that I was planning. Get a chance to record them in the next week or so. Vardiol out to the right hand side. What a switch of play that is, by the way, from the Man City centre half. Out to the right it goes. Dancing feet from number 24 for Croatia. Cross is blocked and away by Anderson. Anderson's been brilliant, actually. Got an eye on Iran Kunda. Iran Kunda's brilliant. Maybe a few attitude problems at Watford. You know, he started the season well, but I don't know, we just didn't see the best of Iran Kunda. But certainly got the talent. Hopefully we're on the mend. Yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Got some throat spray the other day. And some tablets, so fingers crossed, we're all good. We can't be as bad as we were in that Brazil-Morocco live stream. Yeah, we weren't great in that one. Stanisic for the long throw then for Croatia on the near side here. England cruising to victory. To be fair, they probably could have scored 5-6 in this one. Croatia, both of their goals. I think the second one is absolutely brilliant. The first one's got a bit of luck, but England got a bit of luck in their first one with the penalty getting retaken. Ball in the box there, away by Reece James. Still alive here for Croatia. Out to left hand side for Gvardiol. Final 4 minutes added on. Perisic. Cross into the box is blocked and Pickford denies the corner for Croatia. Keeps it in play. Iran Kunda's one, I think, could go far. Hopefully pick him up before anyone catches on. I'm not sure. I think teams already caught on of his quality. He scored a free kick against Swansea at the start of last season. Last season now, of course. But he's a quick player. Very technical. I just think Watford need to build a squad around him to really shine. So halfway through the added time, Perisic against Jed Spence. Perisic lays it down and long shot blocked there by Jude Bellingham. Croatia, but a lot of players forward. Swattel. Swattel. How do you pronounce that, number 6? Satalo. I've been getting it right all day. Try Honey. Yeah, I tried Honey. Honey works well. That was one of the first things my mum suggested, actually, Honey. Seems to be a well-known cure. Perisic crossing into the blocks is blocked, and now Croatia will get a corner from the left-hand side as you look at the box. Could they get a third? Could we get a 7-goal thriller? Perisic hiding between the advertising boards to try and get enough space on the run-up. Perisic whips it in towards the back post. Gvardiol headed back across face. Got a score! Big block there from, I think it's Harry Kane. And now England on the counter. Can England get a fifth? Saka. He's got Rashford in support. Rashford again. tried to cut back like he did on the finish for number 4. But in the end, gets red like a buck. But Harry Kane there stops Gvardiol scoring. That would have certainly been a goal. Did it hit Harry Kane's arm there? No, I didn't. So we've got 1 minute left to go. Rodgers battling well there. Wins a free kick for England. And this will now run the clock down. Great play from Rodgers there. And England have been much better in the second half. That's for sure. Technically won the second half 2-0 if you look at it that way. A few question marks defensively, especially over Jordan Pickford. That's the only thing I'd have to say for them. I think they've seen the game out pretty well though. But for Croatia, I have been a bit disappointed with them. Kane's shot, and that's lucky not to go out for a corner. A throw-in, sorry. We'll go out for a goal kick instead. And some England fan has caught the ball, and that's made his day. But yeah, Croatia haven't been as good as we all expected, I don't think. Modric only lasted an hour. Perisic has been pretty good on the ball here. Ball into the box and almost does well. But Pickford collects it, and that is full time, people. England start their World Cup journey off with 3 points here against Croatia. And of course Croatia, who have done so well against England in the past, but not on this occasion. This time it's England who in the first half made life difficult for themselves. 2 goals, but 2 conceded in the first half. But second half, England really ran the show. Goals from, of course, Rashford in the second half and Jude Bellingham at the start really did make it difficult for Croatia to compete. But in the end, England looked like a force in the second half and seen the game out quite comfortably. But Croatia, a little bit disappointing. Livakovic has certainly saved them from conceding an extra 4 goals in this one. But full time, England get the win here in Dallas. And win 4-2 over Croatia. Thank you everyone who has tuned in to watch the stream today. It really goes a long way. I do appreciate it. The next streams, as it stands, will be on Friday night with a double header of streams back to back. I'll see you for them. Thank you to everyone that tuned in. Luke says better than expected, to be honest, from England. It looks more convincing on paper now, doesn't it? 4-2. Second half was much better. Well done to the winners and good night all. Thank you very much, Daniela, as well, and I'll see you soon as well. Thank you for the stream tonight. Nice to have an entertaining game for once of England. It did make a change, mate. It did make a change. But I do thank you all for choosing to join the Watchalong and watch it here as well. Real good fun, and hopefully I'll see you all again on Friday night for the next couple of streams. Enjoy the next few games, and we'll talk about them all on Friday. And look out tomorrow for predictions of match week 2 of the World Cup, and I'll see you in that one. Thanks once again, guys. Take care, stay safe, and England start off their World Cup journey in 2026 in America with a perfect start. 4-2 against Croatia. England go top of Group L. Thanks for everyone. I'll see you very soon. Take care. Goodbye.